In this recipe I will show you how to make a tomato white sauce. With all of the fresh, wonderful garden-grown tomatoes in the summertime, this sauce is a perfect summertime sauce to make. This smooth tomato cream sauce is a white sauce that has been kicked up a notch with wonderful vegetables and herbs. Hey everybody, it's Johnny Mac with the Sauce and Gravy channel, and we're going to do a smooth tomato white sauce. Okay, so let's start off with the tomato. We're going to go ahead and we're going to peel the tomato. So first we're going to start off by removing the green stem. Try to get that paring knife or a knife down in there deep. You want to get rid of all of the white and all of the stem as best as possible. Then you're going to make a little cross at the very bottom end of the tomato. There's a lot of different ways that you can remove the skin of the tomato. This particular way we're going to use is parboiling. So you're going to put it into a boiling pot of water. You're going to roughly boil it for 30 seconds to a minute to get that skin to come off. You can also get the same effect by cooking the tomato in the oven. So you do the same thing. You cut the cross in the bottom, remove the green stem and all of the white from the stem in the center, place it in the oven, cook it for a while. You'll get the same type of effect as this. You can start to see it's already starting to peel off there, so that's looking great. So after about a minute or so, go ahead and take that guy out, plop him into a nice cold ice bath. This will stop the cooking process, plus it'll make it a little bit easier to handle for sure. Okay, so now that we've done the boiling, we've cooled them off in the ice bath, now it's time to go ahead and peel this guy. You can use a paring knife. You don't even need a knife at all. You can just do it with your hands. Just pull it right on off. It's easy, it's perfect. This is the best way to get rid of that skin. Check it out, clean as a whistle. For this particular recipe, we're going to go ahead and seed the tomatoes and get rid of the pulp in the center. So we're going to go ahead and quarter the tomatoes, and then you can just take a paring knife and cut out the center part with the pulp as well as the seeds. Then you can use your thumbs or your fingers just to kind of scrape out the seeds from the body of the tomato. And the reason why we're doing this is because it tends to make the sauce a little bit bitter. If you leave the seeds or the center membrane or the stem in there, it kind of gives a bitter taste to the sauce. So once these bad boys have been seeded and de-stemmed, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dice them up. Okay, so now that that's been taken care of, grab your saucepan, a little bit of butter, throw the butter on in, we're going to melt it down. Now to throw in a little bit of a flavor dimension, we're going to throw in a little bit of chopped onions. And then we're going to go ahead and add some carrots, some nice chopped carrots. Saute these guys over medium heat. You want to bring out all their lovely flavors, all their sweetness. It's going to be roughly about 5 minutes or until the onions start to become nice and translucent. Okay, now it's time to add a little bit of flour. It's going to be our thickening agent. We're still going to cook this over medium heat. It's good to get this a little bit brown. It's going to bring out a little bit of flavor. So you do want to try to brown this flour, but you don't want to burn it. So you don't want it black, but definitely brown it. It'll help bring out some of the lovely flavors and add another dimension to the sauce. So we've been cooking this for a few minutes, and whenever you see me stir, you can see at the bottom of the pan that flour, it's starting to turn a little bit brown. It's golden brown. All those nice, wonderful sugars are starting to come out and caramelize. Fantastic. That's what you're looking for. Now it's time to bring in the tomato, so go ahead and throw it on in. We're also going to throw in a little bit of sugar to cut the acidity. And then we're going to throw in a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, and then a little added thyme, so just a pinch of thyme. Give it a little bit of a stir, mix everybody up really nicely, make sure that everybody's mingling really well, and then now it's time to add in a little bit of chicken stock, so throw it on in. It's a really good idea to take a spoon and scrape the bottom of the saucepan. You want to get all of that caramelization and all of those flavors off the bottom of the pan. So take it, scrape it, get all the sides, corners, mix it in all really well, and get all of those wonderful flavors added together. Now it's time to add a little flavor dimension to it, another little twist, a curveball. We're going to throw in a bouquet garni. Check the description below for a link on how to make a bouquet garni. This is just a little herb bomb. I call it the herb bomb. It'll add a little bit of an herbal explosion to the sauce. Now go ahead and bring the sauce to a small boil. Once it starts to boil, you can turn it down to low. Now you're going to go ahead and bring the sauce to a small boil. Let it boil for roughly about 1 minute. And then after it's boiled for 1 minute, then go ahead and turn it down to low. This is going to be a slow simmer. You're going to simmer it on low for roughly 1 hour. We're going to reduce this sauce by half. Okay everybody, so this has been reduced for 1 hour. It's nice and thick. Go ahead and remove the bouquet garni. The tomatoes, the onions, the carrots, the garlic, the herbs, the chicken stock, everything reduced really nicely. Now go ahead and grab a fine sieve and another saucepan. Pour the sauce into the fine sieve. Now prepare yourself. This is where the workout begins. You're going to go ahead and grab a spatula and start giving this guy a little bit of a pressing. Press it all down. You want to get all of the wonderful flavors. Smash it on through the sieve. Make sure that you're getting every little teeny tiny bit of it. Of course, doing this is going to get rid of all those big chunks and all of the little chunks of herbs and get rid of the pulp. So it'll make this sauce a whole lot more smoother. It'll be a silkier type sauce. And at the same time, from doing this, from smashing all of the vegetables and all the herbs and having them release all their flavors, it's going to have a wonderful flavor power punch with this sauce. Okay, so check it out. This is pretty much just all the pulp left. So we've gotten all of the liquids, all of the juices. We've smashed this as much as we possibly could. So go ahead, grab a spoon, scrape off the bottom, get all of that good, wonderful, delicious flavor bomb that's on the bottom of the sieve. Make sure it's all in there. Heck, at this point it looks good enough to eat as is. But we're going to add another dimension. So go ahead and grab some heavy cream. Go ahead and stir it on in. And we are adding this heavy cream off heat, so we do not have the flame on, so we're not on heat. We're going to go ahead and incorporate it. You might want to grab a whisk. That might make it a little bit easier than a spoon to go ahead and bring it all together. So this is looking absolutely wonderful just as is. Check it out. It's nice and thick. It looks silky. It's smooth. Absolutely delicious. But oh, we're not done yet. There's something that makes everything better. What makes everything better? Well, of course, butter. So we're going to throw in a little bit of butter. And of course, our friend the butter is going to make this sauce look nice and glossy. Bring it out, make it look nice and shiny. And of course, it's going to add a little bit of another dimension of flavor. It's going to bring that rich, buttery flavor to the sauce. And again, same thing with this as the heavy cream. We're not on the heat, so we don't have a flame going. We're just using the residual heat from the sauce from whenever it was previously cooked. So we're adding it in off flame. So there it is, y'all. So that's a wonderful tomato white sauce. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Please do feel free to leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And my friends, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do help support the channel. Hit that subscribe button, and you know what? I'll see you all next time.